So what is happening right now is completely insane. This story, there's going to be another video on it. I just got a flash up, 10% battery left on my phone. I have got 3 full power banks, so all is well. But I'm now supposed to be walking, I hope I'm going to get picked up, for 6 hours between the border that I was supposed to be dropped off at after numerous police visits to the taxi station in my favour because of the scammery by the Uyghurs that's happening at the station, which has a monopoly over the 2 routes when you exit Kashgar in the direction of the Tajik and Kyrgyz borders, so all 3 borders. Just horrible scammery, horrible lies, just the worst morning ever. It's now, well, actually my watch just broke as well, it came off. It's now, I think, around coming up to quarter to 3, and I started the day at 5 a.m, got to the terminal at 5:50. Numerous stories I'm going to add in, but essentially through all these kinds of translations, the driver, intentionally or not, after being instructed by the federal higher police in China, took me to the wrong border. And you can't turn around in China. Like, it's so secure, the way the roads are designed in and around the borders, but albeit for hundreds of kilometers, there's a barrier between, so there's no turning point, and there are other passengers, of course. So those passengers were kept for hours while we were just arguing back and forth there, because they wanted me to then pay for a taxi to go back the way that, that he came from, where he should have dropped me, but obviously that's not my responsibility to pay, and we're in the middle of fucking nowhere as well, so, I don't even know if there are taxis. And again, it's not right, they were instructed after fucking me over all morning by the police on 2 separate occasions to do their bloody job and, stop being such a bunch of grunts. Really awful day. Again, this will be in the full video. An insane day. So the guys basically said it's illegal to walk in China. The police have said this. But I'm going to take you a special route, which I'm on now, which is kind of like a back road, almost like an old B road, as you can see. And this is going to apparently lead me back to the highway. And then I've got to bloody walk to the fucking place I'm supposed to be at, unless someone picks me up. And the estimate for that is 6 hours. Now, it's brutally cold. It should be fine, I've got enough layers, but 6 hours with 17, 18 kilos on the back, haven't got a good back as well, it's going to be a fucking issue. Other than that, the border today is closed apparently anyway, so the idea was just to get here, which I'll be getting in the dark, and then kip in one of the hotels. Luckily there are a few hotels there, they're probably quite cheap as well, and a couple of hostels. And then get up early tomorrow and go to Kyrgyzstan. What an absolute day. And I've had so many changes in my mentality, in my understanding of Chinese culture and the system here in Xinjiang from today's experience, which is what it's all about. Like, frankly, when you see a lot of the Uyghur people, and it's very difficult for me to discern the difference. Now, I'm not a social anthropologist with expertise in this field, or a social anthropologist at all, irrespective of the fact that I studied it years ago. But yeah, it's difficult to see who's Tajik. Aside from aesthetic, it's difficult for me to denote the difference between the Uyghurs and the Tajiks. It's easy for the Kyrgyz because they're very distinctive aesthetically, so I know when I'm not speaking to a Kyrgyz. There are autonomous regions in Xinjiang with Kyrgyz people. So it's either the Tajiks, which I think are guilty, because the language is the Tajik group, or the Uyghurs, but the Uyghurs are also part Tajik. I don't really understand the difference. Either way, some of the scummiest encounters I've had today, and I have to say I travelled all through China for 29 days, and I don't want to base my decisions on anomalies, and I think I've already said certain things in previous videos with respect to how I think the Chinese treat people in Xinjiang, but also the justifications for it. And the first time someone stole from me was here in Xinjiang, and it was a Uyghur. When I arrived, the classic thing you get in Central Asia where you're getting shortchanged all the time, people are charging you more for being a foreigner. And then getting to the station this morning, which again I'll do a video on, and I'll cap this at 5 minutes. Fucking insane. I had to go to 2 police stations and get special branch police and all of this fucking nonsense with instructions for them to do what they ended up not doing. Mad. Next video.